Read that song. Great capital of Europe.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition. It lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the twilight zone.
Sexual assaults, including rape, happening in private hire vehicles every year. George Osborne, the Secretary of State and the Department of Transport know this. We want to know why they are keeping it from the travelling public. The travelling public have a right to know. We, licensed taxi drivers, consider it a public health risk.
Well, it's about we're London taxi drivers, yeah, black cab drivers, and we're just out here protesting, trying to get our word across, because all these people on here that you can see there are corrupt, giving licences out willy-nilly to every driver on the road who apparently, a lot of them, ain't get criminal records checked. They just give them licences like water. And there's been, if you look on the side of the van that's going around, there's been 34 rapes in the beginning of this first 6 months of this year. In London alone, by Uber. And there's 154 rapes, which 34 of them were Uber drivers. Well, we're suggesting that Transport for London do something about it, and don't just give everyone a licence who turns up there with £350. Well, they could make them do other things. They've already started to do things. The new mayor of London's already starting to do things. A woman he's put in charge of it, Valerie Shawcross, she is now doing things for the taxi trade. They've been driving around for months and months with no insurance. The insurance that a lot of them have got is just normal car insurance, like what you would have or I'd have if I weren't a cab driver. And they're getting away, but they should have high reward insurance. So now they're going to be made to have it. That's the first thing that they've done to them now. They've all got to have high reward insurance, which, if you've got high reward insurance, could be anything between £1,500 and £4,000 a year. They won't exist, because they're all being treated as slaves by Uber. It's not the driver's fault. It's not the Uber driver's fault. It's Uber itself. They treat them like slaves. You know, they're on the minimum of about £4 an hour. So they're all claiming tax credits, because Uber have licensed. London Transport have licensed so many of them that they can't get a living. There's 105,000 of them in London alone. Now, why do you think the traffic's all messed up all the time? Everywhere you look, you see in their windows green discs, like the blue Merc there. Look, the green round disc in the window. That's the license. And they're just everywhere. There's 105,000 of them just in London. And that's all we're doing. We're fighting for our right, because we spend 4 years doing the knowledge, learning of London, every street, every building, and we've all get criminal records checked. We do one thing wrong, we lose our licence. They're going around raping women and not even losing their licences. They're still back out on the road driving, and it's disgusting. And these people here, who's going to be the next Prime Minister most probably, Boris Johnson, Peter Endy, this man here, Liam Daniels, liar, and these other two underneath them are all part of the conspiracy, getting backhanders. They're taking money, they're corrupt.
Oh, so you mean we're shifting the black taxis?
They're trying to get us off the road, the Uber drivers. The minicabs are trying to get rid of us, so They go undercut us with price,
Really?
very cheap. But once we're gone, all their prices are going through the roof.
Okay.
And they're driving around in London illegally because they've not got the right car insurance.
And you mean they're English people or foreign people?
Oh, they're a bit of both. There's a lot of foreign people, but there's a lot of. And the thing is, they don't get criminal records checked because in this country, if you turn up here as an asylum seeker or a refugee, you can't get criminal records checked because who are they going to check? All they need is a letter of good conduct, and who's going to give them that if they've run away from a country like Syria?
Are you happy to give it up?
Huh?
Are you happy to give it up?
Am I happy that we're out?
Yeah.